Welcome to LinguaWire English A2. Today, we have two stories: a child rescued in Venezuela and new questions about money in the White House. To help you follow today's episode, full transcripts and vocabulary lookups are available at LinguaWire.com. Our first story is from Venezuela. Sarah is here with us. She is a LinguaWire correspondent on Latin America and disasters.
Hello, Daniel.
Sarah, a 2-year-old boy, has been found alive after the earthquakes. What happened?
His name is Kleiber Moran. Rescuers pulled him from the rubble of his home in northern Venezuela.
He was under the rubble for a long time, right?
Yes, he was there for 6 days after 2 major earthquakes last week.
Where did the rescue happen?
It happened in La Guaira state in the north of Venezuela.
Who brought him out?
A team of Jordanian rescuers pulled him out. His aunt said rescuers from the UK had also tried to reach him before that.
Where is Kleiber now?
He is in a hospital in Caracas, the capital. His aunt Andreina Sarmiento is with him there.
What did his aunt say about caring for him?
She told the BBC she will take care of him with a mother's warmth until her sister appears.
So Kleiber's parents are still missing?
Yes. His aunt said she still hopes they can be found.
How did she react when she heard Kleiber was alive?
She said she fell to the floor, screamed and cried.
That is a very emotional moment. Joy, but also fear and pain.
Yes, she said she is praying for strength because Kleiber is only 2 years old and she is not a mother.
What is the wider situation after the earthquakes?
The death toll from the 2 earthquakes is still rising.
What did Venezuela's interim president say about this rescue?
Delcy Rodriguez called it a source of hope for our people.
And what may happen next for Kleiber?
For now, his aunt says she will care for him. The family is still hoping for news about his parents.
Our second story is about money and the US presidency. Michael joins us now. He is a LinguaWire correspondent on US politics and public money.
Hi, Daniel.
Michael, what is the new development?
A new financial disclosure report says Donald Trump made at least $2.2 billion last year.
What kind of report is that?
It is a required report. It gives information about a public official's money, businesses, and income.
And this was his first year back in the White House.
Yes, the report covers his first year back in office.
Why is this number getting so much attention?
Historians say it is unlike anything they have seen before in the US presidency.
What part of the money was especially large?
The report says Trump made $1.4 billion from the cryptocurrency industry alone.
For listeners, cryptocurrency is digital money that people buy and sell online.
Yes, and the report gives one example from that area. Trump reported $635 million in royalties from Celebration coins.
So royalties are payments someone gets when their name, work, or idea is used.
Exactly. In this story, the report says those royalties were a large part of the income.
Why are historians and ethics experts concerned?
They say this can blur the line between public power and private business.
In other words, it can make the difference less clear.
Yes, a president makes public decisions, but private businesses can also make money. That is where the concern comes from.
The BBC story also compares Trump with earlier presidents.
It does. George W. Bush put his investments in a blind trust before running for president.
And Harry Truman is mentioned too.
Yes, Truman left the White House with only his army pension, according to the story.
What is the main tension here?
The tension is between private business and public office. Historians say Trump's income is very unusual for a sitting president.
What may happen next?
The report is now public, so there may be more questions about money, business, and the presidency.
Now, the language recap. Part 1. 3 useful words and phrases from the Venezuela rescue story. First word, rubble. Rubble means broken stone, wood, or walls after a building falls. In the story, Kleiber was pulled from the rubble of his home. Example, after the storm, workers cleared rubble from the road. Second word, missing. If a person is missing, people do not know where that person is. In the story, Kleiber's parents are still missing. Example, the family is looking for their missing dog. Third phrase, death toll. The death toll is the number of people who have died in a disaster, an attack, or an accident. In the story, the death toll from the earthquakes is still rising. Example, officials said the death toll rose after the flood. Part 2. The verb to report. To report means to give information, often in the news or in an official document. In the story, Trump reported $635 million in royalties. Report is a regular verb. Report, reported, reported. Example 1. The company reports its income every year. Example 2. Officials reported new damage after the earthquake. New this month, the LinguaWire Field Guide. For every news theme, it gives you the 50 key words to know, the most important verbs and conjugations that cover 90% of the full month's news podcast episodes, and lesson sheets on the fundamentals, how sentences are built, how the articles work, with flashcard practice to test yourself on all of it. Find it at linguawire.com guide.